So in this video I'm going to talk about the number one thing that is slowly but gradually killing your club, and it's not lack of new equipment, it's not lack of well-trained coaches, it's not lack of club culture or even lack of fancy facilities. What I'm talking about is lack of money. Now there is a lot to be said about this topic, and I know that different clubs have different view of this topic, and especially clubs in Europe have this mindset that it is evil to charge for training, or it's evil to charge for sports. So the reason I'm making this video is to just walk you through why I think it's good to actually charge for your services, and also some ways at the end how you can actually make more money for your club. So let's start first of all why it's even important to have money at the club. So even if you are a non-profit organization, you obviously have things you need to pay off, you have a team hopefully that you need to actually pay some salary to, and you just have things to do in order to run your facilities. So the number one reason why you should have more money is actually to make sure that you serve your people better, because if you have more money, then you can actually give your members better services, you can make sure that they are actually feeling seen, you can make sure that you actually have good coaches and the coaches are educated and they are getting ongoing education, and you can also make sure that the facilities and everything around the club is new and fancy. But now I'm just talking about members that are actually already at your club. But here's the truth. Having more money is also going to help you actually attract people. Well, first of all, it's much easier to attract someone to a place where it looks much more well put together and it's newer and the coaches are better. But other than that, it actually costs every business to bring in a new customer. It's not for free, even if you think so. And the reason why most clubs are not getting enough people in through the door is because they think that it should be free to get in people. But the reality is that there are a lot of businesses out there that you are competing with that are paying a lot of money to bring people in through the door. And just because you are a sports club doesn't mean that the rules don't apply to you. Because here's the reality. You are a training facility and you are competing against other training facilities. You're competing against big gyms, you're competing against fitness boxes and all the other sport clubs that are around in your town. So the person that makes the most money out of their members is the one that's able to outcompete everyone else, which means that they can put more money into advertising, they can put more money into the actual services so people stay there, and it just becomes a good spiral where you get more people like your services, they want to stay longer, you make more money out of them, you bring more people, which is great. But the same can also happen in the opposite way, which is that you bring people that don't have a lot of money, then they complain because the place doesn't look nice, and then they leave. Now, let me really quickly walk you through the actual ways you can make more money. And in reality, there are 8 ways you can make more money out of your members, but in this video I'm going to just try to keep it a little bit shorter, and I'm going to tell you the best ways to do it. So the first way of making more money to your club is actually making better offers to people so they are willing to give you more money. The second way to make more money from your members is to actually have multiple offers to offer them. So let's say that someone doesn't want this, maybe they want the other offer. And the third way to make more money out of your members is to actually make sure that they stay at your club for as long as possible. So if you just do these 3 things, I think you're going to be well off. I don't want to overcomplicate this video. So these 3 things only can make so that you guys make so much money that you don't know even what to do with them. So that said, of course, if you already are doing stuff that works for you, for example, I know that in Europe a lot of sports clubs rent out their space for people to have weddings or parties at, and that brings money. Of course, continue doing that. If you are doing fundraising and that works for you, continue doing that. But there is also a way to make money out of the actual program and services that you are doing with in your club, and that's exactly why I made this video. And I hope that you now at the end of this video understand that at the end of the day, getting more money out of your members is strongly correlated with actually giving them better services, and you start implementing this stuff on your own. If you now need more help with actually doing stuff like this at your club, with rising profitability, getting in more members, getting in new coaches, then we would love to chat. Click on the link below and then send the application. If you qualify to work with us, then we would be happy to hop on a call with you and tell you more what we can help you with. With that said, hope you actually learned something out of this and that you are eager to go out and implement this stuff at your club so you can make more money, serve your members better, and also make sure that they stay for the long run with your club. That said, see you on the next one.